Venom atom bomb is armed.
We have a Raven on stage. Hive infiltration successful. Yes.
Cover me! Reloading!
Contact!
We got a drone! Start shooting!
Come get me! I've got a grenadier!
Almost lost me there. I'm reloading! Don't let him slow us down! That car won't wait!
Hell yeah! Hang on! Reloading! Come on, bring it! Good to go.
That shut you up!
And that's how it's done,
Battle
motherfucker!
cuts off soon! We gotta go! Gotta blow! Hold still! That's the bomb! Get up!
Cover me! Reloading! I think that's all of them. Okay, it's armed. I gotta be some grubs to kill. Let's move. It's gonna be totally awesome. Found a weapon.
Mine.
Under fire!
Cover me! Reloading!
Grenadier spotted!
I got a problem here.
You're good.
Whoa, it's time to kill something.
Weapon! Okay.
Medic! Get up. QB!
I'm out!
I'm bleeding out. My ammo now. I'm gonna need a medic.
Just what I needed.
I'm bleeding out. Knock me up now.
Over here!
Thanks for that. Judy. Oh, that was awesome! Just what I needed. Oh, man. Thanks, bro. Sweet.
Oh, yeah!
Reloading!
Those will work. Drone spot! Keep them coming! Hey, a little help here? I'm gonna need a medic!
Back in...
Ah, shit! Large and recharge! Venom's right behind us! Bring it on! Yes! Reloading! And now, you're dead!
Found ammo!
Thanks for that.
Nice.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Clayton.
Yeah. Contact!
Good to go!
That's right!
Scratch one drone! You cannot kill me!
I'm reloading! Well done!
Great kill!
Stop it! Good work!
Drone! Found some supplies!
Got him!
I'm reloading!
All good. Supplies!
time now. We're better off sticking together. Ah, shit! Venom's coming! Come on, get your ass up! Medic!
Microphone. There we go. Microphone. Do I have it now? Is it working? Can you hear me? Alright. I think that's good. Testing. Alright. Yeah, so there was a lot of wind and somehow like the wires crossed, like the power wires and everything. So it overloaded the system, started cascading effect on the transformers, so the whole neighborhood went out. And just had to restart everything. That's just from needing a new computer, so. If I'm watching something on YouTube, I turn on the microwave, can't even watch it like that. Blast of microwave energy, it just fucks with my my wireless, whatever. That's how sensitive it is. So much noise and shit. This makes you think, what's coming out of that microwave? Fuck, dude. Just irradiating you and shit. Could have this, but hablo inglés. No hablo. A little bit hablo. Any hablo. No, because I want to listen to the TV in the background. I was like, fuck. When I'm playing, I want to listen to the TV, not you, but the TV in the background. And in Spanish. I was like, fuck, that's what I want. Like, not music, not gameplay. I was like, not the person to... I was like, that's what I... Not only the TV. I just want to hear infomercials, you know? In Spanish. Like, fuck. And I got my wish. So I was like, thank you. I know, I'm a lucky guy. What can I say? Anybody else want to wish? I'm right here.
think this is gonna go really well. Won't be around forever.
We got a drone!
I'm reloading.
Bring it! Back! Oh, yeah!
Someone get the fuck over here.
Not too late to run!
Don't let him slow us down! That bomb will win!
Incoming drone. Drone marked.
Good night!
Drone down!
Rock and roll.
Cockstop!
Over and out.
Got him.
Reload.
Bring it!
Weapon marked.
One dead sniper! Push through these hostiles! The venom's touching off soon!
Still got it.
Bomb's about to blow!
Load. Sniper, nice. Come on, try me. Julie spotted.
Supplies!
Mine! Got it. Got it.
Juvie marked. Hang on, reloading.
Shit, yeah!
Got him. Juvie. Still got it. Juvie incoming. Large and recharged.
Oh, yeah!
Explosive! Personal!
Venom's right behind us.
Nailed it!
Drone down. One dead sniper.
This is gonna be fun!
I'll take that.
Cover me. Reloading.
Well, you've done your good deed for the day.
Not too late to run!
Drone spotted!
Fuck you.
Time to do some damage.
Oh yeah.
I think that's it.
Hostiles. It had to happen. Yeah. Good to go.
Let's dance!
Reloading. Take a look. Supplies.
Standing by. Weapon! Ammo marked! Excellent!
Mine now.
Ammo secured!
Oh yeah!
Throwing flash grenade. Reload.
Venom's right behind us! Go!
Engaging!
Clean sweep.
I think that's all of them.
Not too late to run.
Excellent.
Supply cache!
Judy, bring it. Lock and load.
Hang on! Reloading! You cannot kill me!
It's jammed. It's the Venom. Run for it. Drone incoming. Get out of the Venom. Houses spotted. Not too late to run.
This is not good for my life expectancy!
Scion spotted.
Bring it on! Safe room up ahead! Come on, let's get inside that safe room before any more show up. That's why it's a safe room! I'm in! Hell yeah!
I'm in. Let's go. Let's go.
Safe room secure!
Please enter the decontamination shower.
Washing up. Yeah, I'll take that.
Just received your signal. I'm en route. Do you read?
Roger that. Moving to the extraction point now. The Venom will breach this room soon. Grab what you can and prepare to move out.
Found ammo!
Yeah, with the 10 across or the line, yeah, I should like. And then with like an Apache war paint.
This isn't over. Let's move.
I'm gonna have like an anime draw it, like all built and shit.
Come on, baby. Die for tacos.
Practice makes perfect.
Reloading!
Time to do some damage.
Oh yeah! Come on, try me!
Sorry.
Judy.
Yeah, you nailed it!
Judy marked.
I'll take those.
Clear.
Shit, yeah. Got a weapon here.
On me. On me. Oh yeah.
Reloading!
Fuck it, I go turbo.
Much appreciated.
think we're good. Found some supplies.
Just what I needed. Weapon.
Got him. Shit, yeah!
I'll take that.
Bring it. Good to go.
Not exactly what I'm designed to do, but fuck it.
Large and recharge.
I'll pick it up as long as I go.
Fine now.
Yes.
Not too late to run. We should maintain formation. Oh, yeah. Suck it. Suck it. Time to do some damage. Good to go. Nighty night.
Yes.
Good to go. Elite drone spotted.
Get it
Ah,
up
fuck.
top.
Excellent. Drone elite spotted. Not too late to run.
Empty.
Weapons.
Reloading.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
One right through.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Drone elite mark. Come get some.
Oh yeah. Bring it. How's mark?
Bring it on. I'm reloading.
Practice makes perfect.
Choke on it, freak!
Car style.
Exchange out.
Oh yeah.
Hunter spotted!
Gimme. Excellent. I see the exit. All right. Everyone all right? Practice makes
Perfect. I'm at the extraction point. Planted. Sealing the hive. Be ready for anything.
Enemies on. Oh man, I'm
The
hurt.
fuck, dude? Fucking moron.
Come get me. That's it.
I just guy's a fucking... He does no teamwork. The same guy that was like stealing ammo from before. Goddamn parasite, man.
Shit! Colonel Hoffman is not gonna be happy about this one.
Well, lucky that, you know, it doesn't really matter. It was in a time one, so there's no penalty. Oh, there we go. Even people just like pull it, like they don't even think, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everybody's working or whatever, and then you got that one guy just like, wow, exactly, you know what I'm talking about? We're right out there planning, like, look, have some, what is it, game awareness, situational awareness? That is a thing in video games. I mean, I'm not the only one that says this shit. You don't dance to someone else's tune when you're playing, you know what I'm talking about? That's when you're like enemies. So he's basically our enemy. He should be like going in sync and, you know, talking about with everybody else, you know? Be like as one. Okay, he's doing that, he's doing this. Okay, I'll give him a second or two, no problem. And I didn't even have the good cards on, you know? So I had all these like bleeding out cards. Yeah, very selfish. I could make another run as infiltrator, see if I could get some of this purple card right here. Them batteries. Might as well. Let's see what's in the store. The regular store. Deals. Deals. Did they update it? I don't know. I think it already did. Order it like 80% off, you know? Fuck. The only thing I care about. Who plays Sims? Come on. Battlefield? Yeah, I already got that. Do I have that? $75% off, and it's still $29. Like, Outriders, where's that at? I don't even know what that is. Outriders. Fear Fact. Outriders. One star, 2 stars. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Most played game deals. That's what it is. Okay, specials. I'll just look it up. Oh, okay. Square Enix, so progression. Is there a trailer? Is there a trailer? There we go. Does absolutely nothing but.
We awoke from one nightmare into another. Not on our
Welcome
planet,
to America.
but somewhere much worse.
Welcome to Hawaii.
We came to Enoch as our last chance, a chance at a new home. But what we found didn't save humanity. It consumed it. We awoke changed. The anomaly unleashed within us, burning with power. Impossible power. Enoch robs us of our humanity.
You know what it reminds me of? That movie with Ice Cube on Mars.
Each step taking us further from what we were and closer to what we must become.
A little bit of Doom. Holiday. 2020. Are we 221? I don't know. Check my my notes here. Yes, we are in 2021. I just checked my notes right there. Right there, and well, written down officially. It'd be like Trump. Like, can't read this. Can't read. That's not my problem. Oh, people can fly. So this is the same people that that did Gears of War, right? Or the same people that produce it. So March 31st. So that's in 1 month. What do you get for pre-order? You don't get anything. You get nothing. You get to buy more shit. They identify you as a dumb motherfucker to buy more shit. That's what you get. Okay, buy more shit. I was never into Assassin's Creed, so whatever. I don't know. If things were ever that easy, if people were just as encapsulated into just one dynamic of a personality, whatever, wasn't as dynamic of people thought they were, that you could just like be like, this is one person, that's the other person. But with anything, you always got to adapt and shift and move. I'm saying, personality, it's there. It's always there. It's like a switch to me. Dispassionate about it. Give me a second. That's why it's hard to deal with, like everybody outside of Puerto Rican culture is just like tries to emulate it or whatever, and then you're used to girls buying you shit, and then I'm very apprehensive to getting anybody anything because it comes from a place that I don't like to talk about or whatever, because I know how it emanates. Not saying we're all impoverished, we're all whatever, I'm talking about, but I don't want to put like this weakness perception onto it or whatever, but that's why I'm very apprehensive about doing it, and I don't like to put it out there, what I'm talking about? Because it puts you in a situation where it shows weakness. But outside the community, people don't understand it. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like if you're Latino, you have girls do things for you or whatever, but it's more of like that's how things already are, but you know the different layers to it or whatever. And so if you go outside that and get a girl something, not that that is something that would be what you do when you're married or whatever. Because everybody's just like, well, when you're Latino, you can't be in a committed relationship. You're not marriage material. That's that racist perception when you're Latino or Puerto Rican or whatever. And it's really frustrating when I grew up because people would look at girls like, oh, they're just an object or whatever, and you would have to step in. And then after a while, a lot of people came up to us to resolve a lot of domestic abuse and a lot of other worse shit. That's another story. But getting back to this, whatever. So when you put yourself out there as being like a simple whatever, it's just very frustrating because this is before the internet, whatever. So if you out do something nice, then it's viewed that you're not with inside the culture and you're something else. And so I'm very apprehensive to getting a girl something because it looks like you're trying to shows weakness, whatever. And then when other people outside being Latino, it's just this unsaid rule that you do, whatever. But when people try to emulate that are not Latino, they put all these other fucking like mechanisms in it. Then even confines Latinos even more to this behavior, whatever. And it's almost this misogynistic culture. And I'm not gonna, don't get me wrong, it sort of kind of is, but it's something you give freedom to women to do. If they choose to do that, as long as they're respected and you make sure they're respected, then it's okay, you know? But it's really kind of frustrating that you can't go out and do something nice and then it's not viewed as something respectable. You know what I'm talking about? But you see that online too, you know what I'm talking about? So it's just like this one thing, and it's just kind of frustrating, you know? And then you got to get back into that whole role. It's like this. You should be honored just to be in my presence. You know, you should be honored just to be able to speak to me. You should be honored that you're able to buy me a drink. You should be honored that, you know, I'm talking about you get this, this, and this for me. That you buy me shoes. That you get me. You should be, you know, I'm talking about. And that's what it is. So I mean, that's what it is in Jersey, man. So I mean, then you go outside, that people fuck it up. You know, have a diluted version of it, try to emulate, try to copy it or whatever, and it's just this monstrosity, and you're like, fuck is that, man? I want nothing to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, get the shit right. That's why my comfort zone is Jersey, New York, or whatever, where people know how to interact appropriately and know how to deal with Latinos. And again, Hawaii is just so impoverished to begin with, and it's just more of this predatory thing, but they have no choice because there's no money out here. All drug abuse. I mean, there was a stabbing the other day. Someone got stabbed to death in a decent neighborhood. It's just dumb, petty shit. You know, it's just like, don't even want to be involved with people. And then I got squatters downstairs, you know, that are about to be evicted today or tomorrow. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just like, sort of like in suburbs, we got Latinos living in one world, and then you got white people living in another world. And it's that, like, tale of two cities. You could literally, like, just across the train tracks. And right now, in Jersey, at Jersey Shore, it's literally, you had a house, and right next door, it's just like, you got to live in the suburbs, and then Puerto Ricans didn't. And, like, out here, you have multi-million-dollar houses, and then you have, like, a ramshackle, impoverished house. Yeah, you know what's funny? It's like sometimes they don't, like, oh, well, he's not from the East Coast or whatever. And then you had a couple fools or whatever be like, oh, you don't New York. I'm like, motherfucker, you don't New York. Don't tell me you know New York, and I don't know New York. You know what I'm talking about? How am I with my friends in New York and family and friends in New York, you're gonna come at me like that? You know what I'm saying? You know how people like from Jersey, New York, they snipe each other, whatever, boom, boom, with the comments and shit like that. It's always good fun or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing, that interaction. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know it. They take it to a different level, and it's just this off thing. You're like, dude, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, shit ain't real. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, you get these fake ass people, man. It's just like, it's just that whole mentality when I moved down to the Jersey Shore, and people be like, oh, you from Jersey City, or you from Newark, or whatever. And, like, well, you know, it's not New York. I'm like, motherfucker, all of us have family and friends in New York and whatever, you know, so they're gonna respect us more than you, so you need to shut your fucking mouth. But now it's to another level where you get people that never even been to New York, whatever, say that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you got, I was like, and people were like, oh, I'm from Manhattan. Motherfucker, you're not from Manhattan. Unless you're from the projects and shit, which are a few, then you need to shut your mouth, you know what I'm talking about? And while New York is not the project to begin with. And besides, most people, you know, it's just like, when you say you're from the Northeast, everybody's chill, you know what I'm saying? It's like, when you're outside of it, it's like, oh, you're from New York? All right, cool. You're from Jersey? Cool. And it's just that peace thing, you know, I'm talking about, you know, Long Island, upstate, or whatever. No one cares about all that shit, you know what I'm saying? What people care about is people that are not from there, because they want to create divisions, and they want to have some kind of simple little phrase, some word, some simple little non-action that could create a bond or a non-bond or whatever. In this case, a division. So if they create a division, they could fill in that void with and take what they can. You know, I'm talking clout or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? So, but that isn't skill. That's just using a populist, you know, little mentality or whatever to create the perception as they got skill. And that's what I really hate, because it's so infuriating, you know I'm talking about, and I can't deal with it. I want to deal with the real skill, not a little nuance of a simple phrase that be like, oh, well, you're not from New York. You know what I mean? Dude, learn how to bring people together and trust and build people. That's a skill. That is something, you know what I'm saying? Like, how difficult it is to build a house. That's skill, that's talent. That, you know, take resources and knowledge. But a simple person could light that house on fire. A simple person can blow that house up. A simple person could take a Mack truck and just wipe it from existence or whatever in one quick blow, whatever. That's not skill. That's a decision of chaos, you know what I'm talking about? And people augment that simple thing of division, of destruction, with skill. But not as how difficult it is to bring a life into fruition. You gotta have a kid, you find someone beautiful, someone you love and you trust, and you have a kid, you have sex, you bring that up for 18 years into what could benefit society. And someone could snuff that life out with one gunshot, with a drunk driving. You know what I'm saying? You know, this simple little thing like that. You know what I'm talking about? That's not skill. That's not talent. Stabbing someone to death over something trivial. How is that? But we augment that with skill and power. But bringing that person up to life, building and teaching values and skill, that's talent. And that's passed on to generation after generation. That's what it really infuriates me about these people. Look for this magical phrase they could instantly say to one person that could just destroy everything, or some little simple thing of non-action or whatever. But like I said, is working out, going to your gym, working yourself so hard that you pass out at the end of the day and not doing it again for another year? Or is it showing up, doing 80% of your max and occasionally finding your max and then pushing yourself to that 80% and fatiguing your muscles? You know what I'm talking about? Showing up every day. You know what I'm talking about? That's skill. Yeah, everybody from Jersey acts like they're from the mob. You're just like, man, you're not even fucking Italian. You know what I'm talking about? And then the people are like, oh, I'm Italian. I was like, man, you're not even Sicilian. But it's just the whole mentality. You're just like, whatever, dude. But they just do it because the thing is, like, it does get an inch of respect or whatever against people who are not Italians, and you just totally disregard it. You know what I'm talking about, man? Just shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do out here. You know, people like, you know, pretend like they're high on the social ladder or whatever, and then come up to me like I'm supposed to act like them. Like, man, look, you need to get the fuck out of my face with all that shit. And that's why they try to play that little game or whatever. No, man, you say that to make eye contact with me, I'll shut it down. More than likely. But, you know, it is what it is. But it keeps me on my toes. It keeps my personality on point, whatever, you know what I'm talking about? That interaction, so. Yeah, exactly. No, and this is going to be like, Just tell them, be like, you're not. Just tell them outright, you're not in the mob. Shut up. All right, cool. And when they say, oh, I got this person, that person, yeah, just like, they're going to be here in the next 1 minute while I punch you in the face. Shut the fuck up. They're not going to be here in 1 minute. It's like, I don't care who you know, who you going to call. I'm going to put this foot up your ass in the next 30 seconds. Show you. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's just how it is. You know, that's why I remember saying that shit. It's like, you know, whatever. Way back in the day, like payphones and shit like beepers and whatever. So, and then if they did, I want them to prove it. Then if they did, then I want to speak to them. I'll be like, hold up. Grab your people, whatever. But like, you got power. Now we can talk. Everybody else you could just disregard, because literally that one person is worth 1,000 of those bullshitters. But all of that 1,000 people want to be that one person, and they know just doing it, on the average of people that don't any better, they get an ounce of respect or whatever, you know what I'm talking about, until someone calls it bullshit. It's like when people say, well, he can't be Native American because there's like a billion fucking people from South Hindus and Pakistanis, whatever, or there's like a million Arabs or whatever, or, you know, all the other Southern Latinos and everything. And so they run the numbers. What is the possibility of that? And then all of a sudden, they got someone that majority of their blood is Native American, not a little percentage where I could technically say I'm half, but, you know, what on the street I would be considered full-blooded Indian. And so they run the numbers, you know what I'm talking about? And I sort of can't blame it, but that's overemphasizing with them. I can't come from their point of view. I have to come my point of view and shut them down, you know? Even though I know where it comes from, I can't state that, you know what I'm talking about? Because that shows weakness, whatever. So I got to be like, look, you're racist. And that's the world we live in. I mean, and the thing is, like, I don't want to be able to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I have to call them out on their stupidity. I have to call them out that they don't know how to deal with cultures. I have to call them out that they don't know how to deal with people. You know what I'm talking about? But if you guessed wrong, I want to deal with people that instantly know that person is Dominican. I want to know that person's Puerto Rican. That person's Cuban. That person is, you know, Jamaican. You know what I'm talking about? That's the quickness I want. This boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Not this person that can't know, you know, that shows intellectually, you know, can't tell instantly, whatever, you know, talk about why would I want to deal with something like that? So here you are trying to, you know, saying whatever, boom, I can't deal with that shit. That's dangerous. I need you, as you approach, you know what I'm talking about? Why am I going to deal with someone that can't do that shit? I mean, it just makes sense. And how do you do that? You have people around you be like, oh, that walk, that mannerism, that phrasing, that's Dominican. That's Puerto Rican. You know what I'm talking about? That's Trinidadian. You know what I'm saying? That's Barbadian, Barbados. Someone from Barbados or whatever. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Bahamian. From Bahamas and shit like that. And you pick up on these small little things, you know what I'm talking about? But you have to have people around you be like, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that little nuance right there, you know what I'm saying? That's St. Croix or whatever, you know, whatever, some shit like that. And you approach him and be like, hey, you know what? I think you're from this town in Jamaica or this town in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever, you know what I'm talking about? And it impresses people, you know what I'm saying? But if you can't get the fucking race right, what the fuck's wrong with you, you know? It just shows you lack resources. But I can't say that. I'll say you lack intelligence. So now it really digs into them, you know what I'm talking about? Because it really is the resources to find out the truth. Instantly, quickly. But that's how it is when you have people, you know, growing up and shit like that. But you're from Jersey City, or you're from Camden, Jersey City. You could tell, you know what I'm talking about. So Newark, you know, so and honestly, you could tell the vernacular when someone starts speaking. You'd be like, oh, you're from the Bronx, or you're from the Queens. You know what I'm saying? And there's a point in time where I could tell what part of Staten Island, or, well, not really Staten Island, but Queens or Brooklyn, or, I mean, if you lived there your whole life, if you bounced around or whatever, it's difficult. But if you lived in one neighborhood, you could tell. they use certain words, you know. So I can't, but the words change now. The phrasing changes. The whole like how you say it changes. So I can't do it now. But when I was young, I could do it. And I had people around me. I'd be like, and it impresses people. Like, how do you know that? Because you have people around you that, you know, saying like, oh, okay, you know. So you speak to one person. That's how you just file it in the back of your mind. And you speak it in, it's like, oh, okay, I heard that before. All right, that's cool. And you know what I'm saying? And then you have all these other people be like, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? And instead of making these divides with people, use that to form a bond. You'd be like, oh, all right, it's cool, man. You're from over here. Cool, you know what I'm saying? And instead of like these other simplistic shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you're from wherever. And you'd be like, man, those people don't feel like that. Fuck you, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's a simple shit. People are looking for some easy way out, the easy flow of that river, and to be like, oh, that's skill. You know what I'm talking about? And don't get me wrong, you got to go with the flow. You got to go with the flow, whatever, you know what I'm talking about? But just don't always, you know what I'm talking about, look for the easy way out. It's like you're just dripping down a fucking little thing. You know what I'm talking? What does Bruce Lee say? When that water flows into that flask, form that flask. You know what I'm talking? Be what you need to be. Be whatever you need to be. Be that skill. Be that talent. You know what I'm talking? And it's not going to be easy. I just always dislike people like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want one magical phrase that gets me respect or whatever. It's not going to be like that. You need to be adaptable, have a passion for learning, to meet people, to adjust, to be sociable, to always go out there. And some things get messed up, but learn from it. Not just, okay, that messed up, acknowledge it, but learn from it. Like, truly learn from it. Keep going out there. Keep engaging. Have people, the respect from people be your high. Have talking to people, engaging with people be your high. Have that be what gives you those endorphins. You know what I'm talking about? And lifting. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready for the day. It's now 1 o'clock and jump off here.